Are you searching for a new girl group? Or are you trying to steal all of our hearts? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Forever Here. I hope that you are all doing well. So not only are we fans of SB19, we are also fans of Onesie Entertainment. And the minute that I knew that this happened, it was really high up on my list of must-watch as soon as I'm back from my break. So I'm really grateful that the YouTube account that is Stell has uploaded and subbed both of these videos. The original links are in the description below. Now, I want to champion this company. I want to hear what all of this is about. Oh, how I wish this girl group would have been G22. I mean, I think that's going to be an additional project. I'm going to manifest it, that they are going to sign G22 to their label. It would be such a perfect fit. Those girls are insanely talented. But let's talk about the next great girl group. I wonder what they're going to be called. It's all so interesting. I wish they would put together a reality TV show. Like, I don't know if that's overdone, but it would be really interesting to see what goes on behind the scenes. And as this group are put together, you know that fans really love to be a part of the whole journey, the whole process, and they will lap that up. And I'm looking forward to supporting this girl group to death, just like I do with SB19. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think in both videos, they're just going to be talking about like what they see, the future of the talent coming in from this company and what they want to do with it, I think. But this is CEO Pablo, the hottest title ever, and COO. I love that title too. COO, our very own Yani, and this is super exciting. And please, can we watch this together?
Hello and welcome to Rapper Talk Entertainment. I'm Jello Gonzalez. Today, our two guests are looking to give the growing P-pop scene
Raps
another
are so
shot
good
in
to
the
our
arm.
boys.
Welcome Pablo from the boy group SB19 and CEO of Onesie Entertainment. And it's COO Yani de Jos.
Hi.
Welcome guys. Welcome back again to Rappler.
Hello po sa inyo. Thank you. Hi everyone.
Okay. Let's get right to it. So how did the idea for creating a girl group come about?
Because they
Or
can.
since your background had always been in P-pop, talagang nandun na ba yung plano? Sa simula pa lang, eventually gagawa tayo ng girl group pa. What made you guys decide that this is the right time for a new girl group in town?
Yeah, kasi sila sa SB19, for so long, they've been mentioning na they really want to train new group na. No, I think it's 2021 pa, gusto na nila mag-establish ng new group. And so the plan to create a new group was really there na. It's just that we're just waiting for the right timing. And I think this year is the perfect timing since P-pop is really thriving na rin.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned nga, no, parang the landscape of P-pop kasi is growing. So hence, we really want to be there, no, to be out there na, we also have this opportunity for everyone. And again, taking from the passion and interest ng group to establish a new group. Yun, doon nag-start talaga idea for having.
It's so exciting. I can't wait.
Nung nasa SB19 pa rin naman ako. Pero habang nagtatrabaho kami, parang na-enjoy ko rin kasi talaga mag-work behind the scenes.
We know.
So, parang nakikita ko ang daming sobrang talented Filipinos talaga na pwedeng maka-reach pa ng new heights. So ako gusto ko sana makapagbuo ng girl group talaga. Tapos nag-iisip na ako ng mga names sa mind ko, ganyan, anong kulay nila, ganyan. Pero syempre, wala pa akong ability to make that happen. Now that we have Onesie, yun nga, parang nakapag-usap kami, this is the time to release a new group. So magkakaroon kami ng mga auditioning process. Pero syempre, hindi naman agad-agad siya. Syempre, may honing time pa.
Yeah. There'll be a training period.
We feel like this is the time na mag-start na kami, magbuo ng girl group.
So 2021 pa. But it's always been a girl group.
Yes.
Wala naging plano na, gawa pa tayo ng isa pang boy group ulit.
Sawa na kasi sila.
Parang araw-araw
They're already trying to do that. Yeah.
Kami lang magkakasama. Hindi naman kami lagi lumalabas ng bahay. So, hindi naman sa nakakasawa. Pero, it's always nice to see new faces naman. Tsaka syempre, different ideas from, syempre, a girl. Iba rin naman mag-isip ang mga babae pagdating sa mga artsy nila, sa mga crafts nila. So, yun.
And I think for
Pablo.
Onesie, kasi it's very beneficial then for us as starting company, no, to build our portfolio.
Yeah.
So we already have a boy group naman eh.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Establishing a girl group kasi will help also to enhance yung diversity na meron si Onesie when it comes to helping talents. No? So since we already have a boy group, Now it's time for us naman to learn and to get more experience naman when it comes to helping a girl group, assisting.
Do you know, I've never really thought too much into this. I've just obviously heard everything that the boys have had to say about honing those talents, but I never thought that one day they could even have like solo artists. They could have actors. They could do anything. Like, there is no limit to where this is going to go. I just wish them so much success with this project, and it's so exciting.
Okay, so yun nga, 2021 nag-start. But can you take us through nung medyo naging seryoso na yung idea? Parang nag-meeting na kayo? This year lang ba nag-start to? Yung mga na natin to. Alam ko, may plano na tayo dati. Pero ngayon, let's really push for it. We have the capacity to do it now.
It's part of the overall plan of 1Z. Since before we started 1Z, it's always been a plan to create a new group. Hindi pa lang siya established na girl ba o boy group eh. Kasi one of the main reasons why they want to establish 1Z is really for SB19 to leave a legacy sa industry na to, no? They want to transfer or to
Impart their knowledge.
yeah, impart their knowledge, their skills.
I like how they've got each other's back in this.
Naging seryoso lang siya late last year, I think, when we started discussing about the process, to be very honest, it started when we encountered the issue with the name.
Yeah.
So we had time to discuss a lot of things that time. So that includes establishing the new group.
Siyempre, kasama na rin dun yung parang 1Z is not, parang fairly new pa lang si 1Z. Magto 2 years old pa lang si 1Z. Siyempre, kasama na dun yung pag-organize namin, siyempre, ng team namin. Siyempre, dapat well-equipped kami kung maglalabas kami ng new group. So, hindi pa agad sumagi sa isip namin na, tara na, let's start creating a new group na. Even right now, parang nandun pa rin kami sa process ng building, pero right now, parang masasabi namin na stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Mas solid na yung team namin. Parang
And I
right
hope
now,
it
we
always
can say
stays
na
that
kaya
way.
na namin panindigan kung ano man yung project na gusto namin gawin. And that's why we decided na,
You've got the
let's
brain
start this
capacity
new
for it now.
Yeah, siguro if I may add, no, in terms of infrastructure of 1Z kasi, before we don't have this office yet eh.
Yeah.
Wala pa kaming studio, wala pa kaming
Bago.
facility to help the new group. So dati dun lang kami sa maliit na 50 square meter na dance studio na may butas na pader. So now kasi na we already have this new studio, I think we are ready naman na to get more
kasama na dun yung pag-equip ng environment din. Kasi syempre, kailangan din for our employees to work at their best. Kailangan maayos yung facilities. Kasi nga, nabanggit nga ni Yani na dun sa luma namin studio, ano na yan, all-in-one na yan. Dun na yung practice studio.
Kung saan ka sumasayaw,
dun kami sumasayaw. Dun na rin nag-work yung mga employees. Tapos, syempre, maingay, di ba? Tapos, dun din yung bodega namin, na napagkadami-dami namin mga gamit at damit. So, parang hindi talaga siya magandang
Best
work
place,
environment. Best place to work. Now that we have this, talagang nag-invest kami para dito.
Kailan kayo lumipat dito?
Not long ago, parang
parang this year lang. Around Feb.
Around February.
So, importante talaga yung may creative space ka.
Yes, totoo.
Yes.
Dapat talaga.
And we want to offer din quality service para dun sa new group kasi. So they have the proper venue to practice, to record their songs, to work on their assignments. So ayun. So we really waited for this studio din.
Okay. So I know many things are still under wraps and it's very early in the game, diba? And it's really just the auditioning process currently. But can you tell us about your vision for a successful girl group? Ano yung nakikita nyo na gento siya?
Gento siya.
Pero, syempre dapat, I believe that new group will be making waves talaga. Syempre, parang combination
I'm so
siya ng lahat ng
excited.
minds namin. Syempre kasama na sila. For us, kasi mahalaga talaga yung input ng mga artists. Kasi ako, nanggaling ako sa pagiging artist.
Yeah.
Parang ayoko na...
You're still an artist now.
Yes, I'm still an artist now. Sobrang halaga
Pablo,
sa akin
you're
ng
forgetting who
creative
you are.
input ko. And if you take that away from me, parang mawawalan ako ng life. Parang ganun siya sa akin. I don't want to... Syempre, magta-train sila for years sa amin. Tapos, parang if they will just parang entrust everything to us. Kumbaga, kuwari, let's say ako, as an artist, in-entrust ko yung buong buhay ko sa isang company nang wala akong input. Tapos
Yeah.
nag-fail. Parang sobrang heartbreaking nun para sa akin na parang nasayang yung oras ko. So, maganda na merong input yung mga artists pagdating sa anong direction yung gusto nilang mangyari.
They
nandito
are
kami para
about to
tulungan
make a
sila.
huge
Mahalaga na
change.
napapractice nila yung creative output nila pagdating sa kung anong gusto nilang i-share. Kasi ako, for me, this is also an outlet for me. Maganda na i-share ko yung mga ideas ko and yung emotion ko pagdating sa paggawa ng kanta. So, yun yung mga bagay na kinoconsider namin palagi pagdating sa pag-build ng personality nitong new girl group na gagawin namin.
You want them to have that artist voice.
Yes.
And that's also always been instrumental in the career of SB19, di ba?
Yes, okay.
Na you wanted your own artistic input. And now this is something that you want to carry over with the new girl group,
definitely.
right? Yan. Pablo, how does this challenge differ from your other previous creative endeavors? And actually, I read in an interview before, you wanted to do so many things, right? So where does this rank? You know, is this kind of like a mentorship role? Parang ganun yung dating.
Ang weird nga po kasi mas na-enjoy ko talaga working at the back. Parang mas gusto ko na lang tumulong ako nagsulat na rin po ako nakagawa na ako ng music for other artists, nakagawa na ako for brands as well. So parang hindi na naman siya new thing for me. Pero eto kasi baby naman yung ilalabas.
Yeah.
Hindi naman baby. But alam mo yun, parang this is the first artist na ilalabas ni Wanzi apart from
Scratch,
SB19. From
diba?
scratch. Kasi
Yeah.
i-build namin from scratch talaga eh. Talagang tutulungan namin i-hone yung skills nila. So, napakahalaga sa akin itong moment na to. And lahat ng knowledge na natutunan ko over the years as SB19 and as a business owner as Wanzi, talagang bubuhos ko for them. So lahat ng yung mga sayang ng SB19, dapat hindi na nila maranasan yun. Parang mga anak mo no? Parang ganun yung promise ko sa anak ko eh. Lahat ng mga hindi ko nakamit or lahat ng hindi ko nagawa ng bata ko, ibibigay ko sa'yo. Parang ganun yung feeling ko for them. So sobrang excited ako ma-meet sila kahit wala pa sila. Sobrang excited ako.
It's always the first people that kind of break through that surface that go through the most trials and tribulations, and that is very much the case with SB19 and a lot of the other P-pop artists today. And I think more so for SB19 because look at what they've gone and done. They've gone and created their own company. It's a really brave thing to do, and just hearing them talk, you see the almost innocence and the youth come from them. You feel their energy, but they're quite open about this is our first attempt. We're still a young company at 2 years old, and things are going to be challenging and we're going to work through it. And I just love the transparency of it all. You don't get that very often, and this is what sets SB19 and 1Z completely apart from everybody else in the P-pop industry, if you ask me, without even looking through rose-tinted glasses and thinking, my goodness, this man is so beautiful and handsome. Putting all of that aside, actually, everything that they have been through, everything that they now know and understand about the business, what they are going to be able to apply to fresh trainees, this is big, massive stuff. Other people are not quite ready to do this, yet they claim to be SB19's competitors. I don't know about that.
And ganda sinabi ni Yani. Parang when we were starting as SB19, we didn't have this kind of setup. Wala kaming ganito. Wala kaming someone to guide us to create music and all. Pero sila, they will have the best of the best. They will have the support na pwede nila makuha from us.
Just say it.
All they need to do is parang
Own who
do
you
their
are.
best, practice hard, and syempre strengthen their mind kasi it will not be an easy journey.
Yeah.
And magtiwala sa sarili na at syempre sa family na sa ones.
They're going to build an empire.
Hindi naman siya dagdag pressure for them. I think it's an exciting journey din sa kanila. Kasi it's a different path na eh. No? Ito, hindi lang na sarili nyo yung isipin nyo, not just your own talent, your own career, no? Meron ng ibang career na nakabase sa inyo, no? So, it's really their legacy na in the making. So, I think more than the pressure, I think it's the excitement talaga yung umiiral sa kanila.
And in the end, it's going to help them to improve too.
You parents, they somehow want their kids to surpass them.
Yes.
Is that part of your
Ako
you surpass SB19,
Yes, opo,
whatever
opo.
SB19,
Oo, gusto kong mag-fly sila eh. Yun, natuloy mga sinasabi ko palagi. If SB19
Don't make me cry.
weren't able to make it, I want the
Shush.
other groups to make it. Siyempre, our baby, ito, kung papasok.
I'm gonna cry.
Siyempre, gusto namin, di ba, ma-achieve nila yung heights na talagang hindi namin na-reach, di ba? Kumbaga, kung hindi man namin naabot, sana sila maabot nila. Pero ayun, nandito lang naman kami to help them.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Look, I have no personal goals in my life. That's bad, isn't it? Maybe I should set a few goals. I'm just like going day by day at this point. And if I have a goal in life, it's to make sure that SB19's dreams come true, and they must make it. They are going to make it, and there's no other way about it. Please, Pablo, take back everything that you just said.
Obviously, when we're talking about girl groups right now, it's hard not to talk about Beanie. As SB19 had done before in the past, this year naman we saw Beanie's rise, right? So, what does this say about the current P-pop scene, the industry, and its audiences, and local groups being able to compete with K-pop ones?
Damn right.
Ay, masabi ko lang, the industry is thriving talaga. Flourishing. Kumbaga, papunta na tayo doon. In a few years more, malaki yung na-imagine ko for the P-pop community, for the OPM. Syempre, kasi di ba, Beanie is also making waves sa global scene. Maganda rin po yun, talagang start na talagang unti-unti napapakilala na natin yung Filipino culture or Filipino music all over the world. And yan naman po talaga yung ginugol ni SB19 and syempre ni Wanzi from the get-go. So, nakakatuwa na maraming groups pa ang nag-i-emerge, maraming groups pa ang nagtatry, and maraming groups pa ang nakikilala pa unti-unti. And syempre, it's only a matter of time for the Filipino audience to be fully accepting sa lahat ng ginagawa namin. Kasi right now, I could say na hindi pa lahat ng tao very open pagdating sa P-pop craze. Kasi iba siya yung setup eh. Dati banda-banda, nagkaroon ng hip-hop movement din dito sa atin. Ngayon naman, group naman, P-pop groups naman. So, hopefully mabigyan siya ng chance. Kung hindi ngayon, sana gradually mabigyan siya ng chance.
Yeah.
And syempre, sana magsunod-sunod din yung mga programs supporting these P-pop para na sa ganun mas ma-propel siya ng mas mataas.
I think with the rise of Beanie kasi kita natin gaano sila kasikat ngayon, no? Ibig sabihin there's an interest in P-pop eh. No? So ibig sabihin hindi lang siya na-unlock before, pero it means Filipinos are also very open to listen to Filipino music, kahit ganitong setup, kahit it's a P-pop or kung ano mang klaseng pagdamit mo dun sa kanta. It means there's an audience. So it's an opportunity for everyone, for all the P-pop artists and for the upcoming ones, that there is an audience. So all you have to do is really to create your music, and to be yourself, kasi yun ang main ingredient din dito talaga eh. You really have to para bang part ng kulturang Pilipino yung music mo, parang ganun siya.
Sabi nga nila, ang music ng Pinoy talagang tumatagos. It's because parang yung mga singers talaga, yung mga artists, talagang binubuhos nila yung self nila dun sa craft na ginagawa nila. Kaya nakaka-relate yung maraming tao. So, yun, parang masasabi natin na through music, talagang buhay na buhay yung Filipino culture. Kasi ito tayo, ito yung pinapakita natin.
Yeah.
Saka, totoo nga yung sinabi mo, nanggaling talaga tayo sa mga banda, di ba? The Eraserheads, and then nagkaroon ng hip-hop. P-pop is gaining traction. Papunta din siya dun sa ganong klaseng mainstream acceptance and, understanding what this music is all about. Okay, let's go to your audition process. Can you walk us through it, and what traits do you look for? What can aspirants do for them to stand out, and talk about what you think is the
Cool.
X factor? And how has the selection
I'm
process
so
been so far?
excited. Tell us.
May yung X Factor kasi hindi mo masasabi kung ano yun eh. Parang kapag
Minsan
nakita
pag
mo
nandun na siya,
ayun na siya.
ayan na, siya to.
Yeah.
Yeah, siguro in the technical process, so we opened the audition for the aspirants to submit their audition pieces. So that's a minute video for singing and dancing through our website. Then we'll be reviewing it. Actually, they will be
I've seen a
very
flurry of them on
hands-on
YouTube,
when it comes to the initial screening part. We'll be reviewing all the videos. Then siguro out of 1,000, we'll able to choose few or
Why is he saying out of 1,000? Like, is there a limit to the, like, how many people can submit? I believe it's going to be more than 1,000, Yani. Wake up.
Yung we want to be part of the face-to-face screening na. So we'll invite them here in the office. Then
What?
they'll do the second screening. If meron silang ipapas kanta or sayaw, it's up to them. SB19 will be there.
Wow.
There'll be one of the, ano ba tawag doon, judges, mentors, doon during the audition process, the screening process. Then from there, we'll do the final deliberation. Then kung sino na yung mapipili, then we'll train them.
I think my main hope is that obviously, like, if you're an 18, you would have heard about this, right? I think it probably takes a little bit longer for it to get out of the fandom and, like, for word to spread. But if you're an 18, if you follow SB19, you 100% would know about this. And it might, like, you'd be a bit more, like, leaning towards that audition piece, because you'd be like, oh, I might get the opportunity to meet them. Like, I really hope that isn't what happens, that people that do apply are doing it seriously. Like, I'm not doubting anybody's intentions, but I think that it does happen. Like, I don't know if you watch any of the televised, like, talent contests, and sometimes those people, they just want, like, 2 minutes of fame. They're not really that serious about what they want to do, and you see it, they drop off really quickly. They're not very serious, or they end up being in, like, the finals or in the final group, for instance, and then they drop out a couple of years later because they couldn't deal with it. That's not really what their intention was. They just wanted to have fun. They just went there for a laugh. And I really hope that isn't what comes of the applicants for this, because I hope that everyone really takes it seriously. I know, wouldn't it be ideal to, like, audition, be called into the office and just see them and then be like, I don't really want to do this, but yeah, I'm a bit weary of that.
Moving forward. When it comes to the specific skills or characters na hinahanap namin, actually wala talaga. As long as, again, like what we're mentioning, as long as you're very willing to learn, talaga nakita namin yung passion mo and interest mo sa music and sa craft mo, then we're 100%, we'll give 100% of our support naman din. Tama.
This is all offline. May mga vlogs ba kayo na gagawin din? Or
Wala
pa.
plans. Pero
Okay.
yeah, we might.
Yani?
So, kamusta yung crop of talent na na-receive nyo so far in the audition?
Dami na eh. Actually, we haven't started filtering pa. So, iniipon namin siya. Medyo madami na nga. Parang kulang yung isang linggo yata to screen. Pero, yeah, we'll open until naman for a few more weeks eh. So, ayun, hoping to get more submissions.
Okay. So, there'll be a training contract, is that right?
Yes,
And
there will be.
What will the training be like when they become 1Z trainees? And we'll talk about SB19's involvement in the entire process as well.
I think it's going to be very curated one, no? We'll offer talaga trainings.
Like workshops?
Well, from SB19, but also from all
They've got to film
experienced
this.
mentors that we have here
Yeah.
in 1Z. So, lahat ng curriculum that will help them enhance their skills when it comes to singing, dancing, rapping, and even songwriting, since that's the strength of SB19 as well. We want to
Flex.
transfer those knowledge to the new group then. So yun, it's very I must say very complex curriculum for the new group. We'll make sure na we'll put out a very high quality group after the training period.
Okay. And what's your advice, for these?
Can I ask you a really serious question? And I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm sure that you saw this when this came out, and the whole purpose of you watching my videos because you want to hear what I have to say about this. But do Filipinos just not have an ego? I don't honestly know what's happening. Never have I seen a CEO, and I don't care if it's a brand new company. That is one hell of a title. A CEO and a COO. Okay, I've never ever seen anyone with that title with this sort of an attitude. You should see the sort of people I come across on a day-to-day basis, and they do not have those titles. Seriously, they perhaps even have, like, director, supervisor as their title, and yeah, I just don't understand. Like, do Filipinos not have an attitude? Like, maybe it's the culture? Like, honestly, this is very, very alien to me, which is why I'm pointing it out. Like, it's so refreshing. Like, I've never seen someone that's so approachable, and yet they're like on heights, and I honestly don't get it.
For
It's a
these
great
new
positive.
trainees, even the SB19 members mentioned before, they had a tough time during their trainee life and during their early years as a group. As management who's responsible for these trainees, what kind of support will the trainees receive? And yun nga yung advice mo, how do you survive and excel, and where does passion come into play?
Siguro yung pagdating sa mindset kasi ito nga it will be a long journey.
Yeah.
Siguro bago sila
It's not
pumasok,
overnight
dapat
success.
alam nila kung ano yung papasukin nila. Dapat number one yun. Kasi if you have a weak mind towards a certain goal that you really want to achieve, mahihirapan ka ma-achieve yan kapag naharap mo na yung mga struggles. And in this journey, in this industry, marami kang may experience na hindi rin magaganda talaga. And dapat talagang steadfast pagdating sa goal mo. So, number one, yun, yung pag-prepare mo sa mind mo.
Yeah.
Number two is, syempre, nandito naman din kami para i-help yung mga trainee.
I'm so grateful that they placed Pablo here and we got this angle of the dimple and everything. Anyway.
Sabi namin, dito kasi sa Onesie, we're working on a very collaborative environment. Katulad sinabi ko, maganda na they're self-sufficient. Parang they're able to produce their own music, they're able to produce their own choreography, they're able to practice their talents kahit na sabihin pa na kahit at any time, kumbaga. So, at para pag dumating yung moment na mabigyan sila ng highlight, they're able to show themselves at their full potential, kumbaga. So, yun naman kasi wala namang yung timing, pasulpot-sulpot yan Maganda kapag dumating yung timing, ready ka to show your talent. So, yun yung mga talagang i-focus namin sa mga talents namin na ready sila anytime. Na pag pinatugtog sila ng stage, katulad ni Stell, in Ring said, na pinakanta siya ni David Foster na bigla-bigla, kaya niyang manduhin. Kasi prepared siya. Kumbaga, lahat ng practice niya, nasa kanya.
I love the example. Thanks, Pao.
And also when it comes to support, kasi in Onesie naman din, we really value the wellness of the artist. So in our programs, kasi we included wellness programs, like mental health. So we give value to that.
That's amazing.
So
I love that.
Every stage of the program, parang there's a mental health checkpoint. Kasi we really want to hear from them, kamusta ka na? Ano yung mga struggles mo, paano natin siya may improve, saan ka nahihirapan, kaya pa ba ng powers mo, parang ganun siya. So
how are you? Like, what are your struggles? How can we improve? Who does that? Everything that they sat and they discussed and planned, this is the best thing that is going to happen to SB19 and every stakeholder within this company, because look how solid this company is. Do you know how important it is along the way to evaluate what you are doing? There's no point in delivering a whole thing and then being like, oh, it's a failure. Can we now figure out why it was a failure? Is it not good to have checkpoints along the way to not only make sure that your artist is okay, but also, are you doing what's best for them? Isn't it great to have that feedback and to have that transparency and to be able to hear some harsh truths at that moment in time? And I love this. They're going to succeed. They're going to make it. This is going to be amazing. I am so excited.
We value to those aspects din ng training.
Okay, kayo, are you guys feeling pressure with the upcoming, or is it a mixture of pressure and yeah?
Kasi we're doing this kasi out of passion and not to compete talaga. It's really an activity or a project for us to learn the whole process. So rather than being pressured, we're very excited kasi we want to establish our own footprints then when it comes to building or helping new talents.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Look at him lean back.
Kami sa timeline. Pero kaya naman siya.
Well, right now, sobrang excited lang ma-meet yung mga talents kasi maganda na mapuno talaga ng passionate people tong lugar na to.
Yeah.
Kasi pag ganun yung lugar parang always ganado, lahat employees, ganado pumasok.
It's very true.
Parang laging may positive outlook sa life. So that helps the productivity of the whole
Are they sure
company.
this is their first
and syempre,
business?
Yung mga artists. And when you're heard in an environment, talagang parang there's nowhere to go but up. Nakapagsingit pa rin ako. Anyway,
It's like a collective energy, no?
Ayun po, tama po yung sinabi niyo. And yun naman eh. Masaya lang ako. Parang this is something na talagang matagal na gusto gawin.
We're glad,
But
pal.
finally, since we're equipped na, masisimulan na namin siya.
Mas may pressure ka ba pag nagpe-perform? O mas may pressure ngayon na you're building a...
Pag nagpe-perform, iba yung kabak ko. Ibang-iba. Pero ngayon, sobrang full of excitement lang. And I'm just happy na we have this facility na pwedeng matulungan yung ibang passionate people. Kasi we didn't have this before. So, we're happy to share it to others.
Okay. You always talk about that, no? Sharing others, you know, what you have already received. You want to talk more about that?
Sharing others what I've already received. Masaya lang. Kasi ngayon nga, katulad sabi ko, na-enjoy ko talaga yung pag-work behind eh. Kasi, alam mo yun, para akong yung na-envision ko para akong tumitingin sa langit na madilim tapos nakikita ko ng stars.
Oh, here we go.
Pero yung stars na yun, kumbaga parang ako yung tumulong para buuin yung mga stars na yun. Parang sobrang na-enjoy ko siya. Nakatitig lang ako sa langit. Parang ganun yung imagination. Kasi natututo rin ako. Usually kasi pag kapag nasa stage ka, it's full of pressure. Ganyan. Uy, sana hindi ma-discourage yung mga mapaparating na talent. Pero,
It's part of the...
ganun talaga.
No, but it's rewarding. And di ba, different level of satisfaction.
Part, may pressure talaga lagi, di ba?
Di ba?
Part of the fun.
Parang alam mo yung feeling na kapag kumakanta ka sa banyo, feeling mo ikaw yung pinakamagaling. Ganun yung...
Ba't di ko na-feel yun?
Ganun yung feeling ko kapag...
Ako naman,
pag working ako behind kasi I'm able to use all my knowledge and skills for others, kumbaga. Unlike pag nasa stage ako, sobrang pressure, sobrang kaba, pero I'm not saying na hindi naman siya maganda. Parang it's something talaga na may experience mo and na kailangan mo experience for your own growth. And yun naman, so ang masabi ko lang,
Good luck.
good luck talaga sa kanila. Kasi marami talang may experience. Pero I'm happy to impart all my knowledge to them. And all ears talaga, all ears.
Okay.
Kasi yun sabi ko baby sila eh. Lahat ng hindi ko na-experience, kailangan yung ma-experience. Lahat ng hindi ko na...
Lahat ng pangit na
nadaanan, hindi iwasan natin yan. Pero pwedeng padaanin pa rin natin sila for challenges. Pero ayun, dapat gusto ko makamit nila yung ma-reach nila yung pinaka highest, yung peak ng skills nila, yung tugatog ng skills nila using all these resources that we have. Dapat
One last question. You guys talk about breaking the norm. That's your tagline, right?
Yes.
So how does this apply to your girl group?
Okay. Actually, it's a very...
gawa lang talaga.
Kailangan na pala ng
Sabi ko kasi na tagline eh. Yung ibang tagline eh.
Ngayon natatanong tuloy yun.
That's the very
How?
core of Onesie talaga.
Behave.
When we started, ano ba yung gusto nating gawin? Ano ba yung ultimate goal natin? It's really to break norms. No? The practices, we want to offer something new to the public. If something is doing well or doing good, ano pa yung mas mabibigay pa natin? If something is not doing well naman, ano yung kailangan baguhin, no? So for this new girl group naman, I think same formula, but there's a quite tweak, no, when it comes to pagiging self-sustaining nung group, no? Kasi for you to break norms, no, to challenge the current practices, no, the standards, for you to have that enough experience and enough knowledge in the industry. So ititrain namin sila doon, no? You create your own music, you analyze, you learn about the whole business of this industry.
So important.
Kasi it's you we'll listen to you You're the artist, we'll listen to you, paano natin gagawin kakaiba to. No, it's again, yung parang pang 100 na natin sinasabi to today, the collaboration kasi between us and also the artist. And even co-artists talaga, it's very important to break norms. Kasi you don't want to just repeat lahat ng mga naging proseso o ginawa na natin to before, ano naman yung bagong gagawin natin ngayon. So it's always challenging the minds of the artists. And we really want to champion that characteristic para dito sa new girl group.
Moonlight was very collaborative, right?
Yeah.
So, parang
Very fresh. Then, di ba? Even the choreo is very...
Ready. It's a new thing, di ba? Kumbaga, parang sabi nga nila, bakit ibang-iba to sa ginagawa ni SB? Kasi that's who we are. Parang we always try to challenge ourselves.
to reinvent.
Yeah.
More than challenging the world, firstly, parang gusto namin lagi mag-improve. Always being the better version of ourselves. Kumbaga, ito, try natin to kasi hindi pa natin to nagawa eh. It's a new path na pwede nating tahakin, parang ganun. Pero kasi yung breaking norms, sobrang big word di ba?
Yeah.
Pero I don't...
It's a vision naman.
Oh, it's a vision. It's for me rin kasi parang hindi siya to be taken literally kasi yung industry naman ever-changing eh. Pero parang paano mo naman i-break yung norm na papalit-palit talaga, di ba? Parang wala naman talagang normal sa industry. Parang every step of the way, nagpapalit agad yung trend. Nagbabago. So,
Absolutely.
parang for me, breaking norm is being on top of the game every single
Prepared
moment.
for everything.
Kumbaga, yun nga sabi nila, paano ka naman makapag-break ng norm kung hindi ka prepared? So, dapat well-equipped ka for you to be able to break it. Kumbaga,
You know the basics.
yeah, you know the basics, diba? Parang alam mo kung paano i-navigate yung sarili mo dun sa field. Kaya in that way, you'll be able to break the norm. Dapat lagi kang ready. So, yun yung mga bagay na talagang maitutulong namin pagdating sa mga new artists na paparating.
Yeah, under that concept of breaking the norm kasi comes yung mga basic, hindi naman basic, no? Yung mga values na we want our new artists to
Really
begin
important.
with, no? Especially in innovation, creativity. So yeah, that's very important kasi again, innovation, syempre you have to reinvent yourself every single day, no? Ano ba yung kailangan kong i-improve sa akin every day? Ano ba yung bago na gusto kong ipakita sa public, no? So that's one way of breaking the norm.
Yeah.
And we hope to see that kind of creative spirit in your new girl group.
Dapat lang kapag... Hindi violent pala. Hindi po, hindi.
Okay, guys, unfortunately, that's all the time we have.
Just have to
for
see
girl
that. That was
Dapat
so
lang.
cute.
Hindi violent pala. Hindi po, hindi.
group. Okay, guys,
Why?
unfortunately, that's all the time we
How?
have for today. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Pablo and Yani, for having us at your wonderful office.
What are we going to do with him?
Guys, if you want to continue the conversation,
Okay, I absolutely loved everything about this. And even today, what irritates me is that I go on social media and I read, oh, I didn't realize SB19 were as good as they are because I thought that they were just K-pop copycats. The amount, like, if I rolled my eyes any more at that statement, the amount of times that I read that, they'd be in the back of my head somewhere. Like, I would lose all of my vision. And then how will I look at Stell? I mean, come on. It's not even fair. But it just is absolutely ridiculous that people make that comparison. Like, I'll tell you honestly that I was listening to K-pop, like, for a real concentrated amount of time. And I was living in that world and loving everything about it. And then suddenly I discovered P-pop, discovered SB19, and I didn't try and make a comparison. I think that I obviously set a standard. I have a standard of vocalist that I like and that I enjoy and that I want to support. So I'm always looking for that, but that's not me making comparisons to K-pop. So when I suddenly went from K-pop to P-pop, I was like, I like this group and they are meeting my standards, and I don't think that even like verbally to you or in my mind, I was constantly like, oh, they are like doing this like that artist, doing this like that artist. I just took them for who they were. And actually what I loved about them the most is that they were teaching me about a brand new country. They were teaching me about the Philippines. Like, I've not known a Filipino in my life and I have not been to the Philippines, and they've taught me so much in this like just over 1 year that I have known SB19. And that is what I loved about them. Not just the music. Yes, they make great music. Yes, they are so good looking and so talented. But actually the fact that they have been teaching me about Filipino culture and history and connecting me to other artists and connecting me to real Filipinos. And Like, that's what I'm all about. So it really, really irritates me when even today I see these ridiculous comments that are comparing it. And I kind of wish that the term P-pop wouldn't be P-pop, but I understand it is Filipino pop at the end of the day. Like, that is the definition of it. But I do kind of wish that it was under the umbrella of OPM, because then you can't say that OPM is the new K-pop, because it's not, right? You can't make that comparison just because it's K-pop and P-pop and J-pop and etc. Like, you have that comparison, and it really, really irritates me. Yes, Koreans did a fantastic thing. Their industry is booming and they did so well and they've got the whole the swing of things, but that doesn't mean that that's the best. Okay, because there are other countries and other cultures and other visionaries out there that are going to do it their way, through their minds and with their experiences. And that's what I'm all about. That's what I love. One more video to watch. I guess they can be talking about similar sorts of stuff. I still want to watch it. I still want to listen to what they have to say. And I really like how both of them, CEO and COO, have each other's back. And they're totally relaxed, but they're also they're talking about something serious, something they're passionate about. But they're also talking about it somewhat lightly, so they're joking about it too. And I think major green flags here, if you were applying for a position here as a performer, or if you were applying to work at Onesie Entertainment, major green flags, so many keywords, so many things they have in place that make you think, yeah, I would actually really like to work there. So much to think about. Let's watch the next video.
Yani, I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Onesie Entertainment.
Hello, I'm Pablo COO, also known as
You are?
the CEO of Onesie Entertainment. Hello, ATM.
Yes, hi ATM.
So cute. Why so cute? Whoa! I'm sorry. What? What is up with the hair? Are you searching for a new girl group? Or are you trying to steal all of our hearts?
It's been a long dream naman ng SB19.
Oh no, what's happening?
They really want to champion a new girl group or a new group, no? It's like forming
Please
a legacy.
don't look at the screen.
So they really want to transfer their knowledge and skills naman na. It's just that we're waiting for the right timing.
I really hope that this doesn't go on.
And I think since they've been through a lot already, parang it's time. Since P-pop is already thriving na rin naman, there's a lot of groups, P-pop groups naman na.
My eyes have gone funny now.
I think it's time naman for them to pass on their skills and knowledge and experience as well.
Girl group po kasi para hindi naman boy group. It is boy group. So we want to champion a new group that's a girl.
Yeah.
Siyempre, new learning from us din. Kasi for the longest time, SB19 is being handled by Onesie. Siyempre, all the materials, the challenges of handling a boy, ibang-iba rin naman sa girl. So, it's also a new endeavor for us, new challenges for the employees na pwede nilang matutunan or pagkuhanan ng new learning.
Surely their team is going to grow, right? Because what they currently have might not be okay for...
I think it's very...
how quickly this is going to happen?
I think very objective, no? We don't have that really specific requirement when it comes to getting new talents. It's just that if we see the spark or we have that, pwede to, parang willing to matuto,
Yeah.
very coachable, and very vast yung yung knowledge niya or yung parang feeling niya to be trained. So I think mas gusto namin yung ganun rather than a very skilled one na
There's going to be a troublemaker.
we really want someone who is very willing to learn.
For me yun din, pinakamahalaga rin kasi yung attitude and yung mindset towards learning.
Yeah.
So, if you're already, it's good na if magaling yung makuha tapos willing to learn and be coach, mas maganda. Pero for us, finding the talent na sobrang open for learning, yun yung pinaka-skills natin.
All right. Okay. So we already announced trainees or auditionees can submit their audition pieces. So that's singing and dancing in our website. Then we'll be screening them. So yun lang. Be yourself. Record a minute video of you dancing and singing. Then yeah, we'll review it and we'll give you a call if you pass the initial screening.
Plus ba, Pablo, yung marunong magsulat ng kanta, marunong mag-ano ng instrument, plus factor.
Well, definitely, it's something that they could use.
Yeah.
Pero ayun po, ito na sinabi na, pinakamahalaga, attitude or your mindset towards learning.
Because they could learn to play an instrument, right?
Siyempre maganda na may mga skill set sila na pwede ambag, lalo na pag you're working on a group setting, kasi pwede yan makahila pataas ng mga kagrupo. And siyempre kami, as 1G, gusto namin pag-collaborate sa mga artists or maging artist namin. So, it's a plus talaga kapag marunong ka magsulat or marunong ka mag-choreograph or kung ano mang skill set yan na pwede mo contribute for.
So, in terms of their launch, there's no definite timeline when it comes to the debut of the girl group. But the initial plan is really to equip them with the right skills and knowledge about this industry. So we'll take time as much as we have, for them to really learn and improve. So once now nag-ring na yung bell na okay, they're ready, then that's the time we'll introduce them to the public.
And I really love that. That is how you hone talent. That is how you show somebody that you are in it and that you are supporting them and that you want them to win and that you want them to do really well, because there's nothing worse than having a deadline and then just rushing to meet it, rushing to put together a group. They really want to nurture this group. They want to see those individuals that want to work hard and learn. And so this could happen a year down the line. It could happen 2 years down the line. It's really very much dependent on what that final group looks like and the skill set of the team that are going to impart their wisdom on them. And it's going to be really, really interesting process. I do hope that we don't just get that 2 years down the line introduction to this brand new girl group. I would really love to be a part of the whole process, knowing how they're doing and what they're doing and how much they're improving. Please, that would be so good. But I know that will work.
Actually, lahat po gusto ko makamit ng talents talaga.
The
Especially
buzz.
these girls. Kasi for the longest time, I've been working with my brothers.
And I'm sick of them.
Iba rin talaga mag-isip ang mga iba kami. As a group. So gusto ko rin makita yung perspective ng mga girls and how they create this wonderful art na gano'n nila. And kami, nandito lang naman kami as one team and as support para mahon pa nila yung talent for us.
Those lucky, lucky ladies.
Personal request talaga nila is to be very involved in the whole process of this new group. They really want to teach, gusto nilang mag-coach, gusto nilang gumawa ng kanta for the girl group. So very, very hands-on.
Look, I've got tunnel vision because I didn't even think that far. I didn't even think that their debut song might be written by Pablo, will be written by Pablo, and wow, it's gonna feel SB19, but it's gonna be a girl group, and I'm honestly gonna love them as much as SB19, I'm telling you.
Sila dito sa bagong group.
May mga specific assignments ka bang ibibigay, Pablo? Songwriting sa'yo, dance.
Of course he will.
Well, siguro po definitely kasi syempre mas maganda talaga kung ito yung strength natin. Yun yung may important natin. Kasi syempre, kami naman very careful kami sa pag-share. We don't want, ayaw namin nagmamarunong kami kasi baka mamaya mali yung information na mabigyan namin. Also, hindi lang SB19 yung tutulong sa kanila. There are professional trainers din.
And mentors.
Mentors na makakasama namin. Para na sa ganun. Talagang, thought of sila. Parang talagang may ibibigay sa kanila yung learning na pwede na matutunan. Very optimal.
Yeah. I want them to see SB19 as
We already do, Daddy.
I want them to be viewed as a mentor rather than an idol, no? Because Nasayang kasi yung talents na meron sila, na nahon nila for how many years na they've been through a lot. And I think ito yung mga matuturo nyo, no, dito sa mga bagong young, fresh minds, no, or talent that will be having. And I think yung journey nila na sobrang haba kasi pwede siyang mapaiksi, no, because of, you have, parang ayaw mo na silang padaanin dun sa rough road eh. So ayun, I think more on mentors.
Okay.
Kuya?
Share ko lang din. Pero
Yeah.
kasi, honestly, parang I believe na lahat naman na tao, pwede tayong matuto sa bawat isa. So, ako personally, gusto ko ituring nila kami na co-artists.
Yeah.
Kumaga, kung sila artist din ako. Kasi ayoko magkaroon ng boundary na parang mentor natin yan. Baka mahiya
Sir,
sila,
yan, sir.
Baka mahiya sila mag-share ng ideas. When, in fact, parang kami rin naman, as SB19, hindi namin alam ng bagay sa mundo. We can learn from them as well. Na pwede
This is what I just said. They're gonna come out of this experience.
To create something new. So, ayun lang.
Mind-blowing.
Pwedeng mentor, syempre nandun pa rin yung respect. Pero, more importantly,
Collaboration.
dapat hindi sila mahiya na mag-show ng ideas nila, mag-isip, mag-share. So, ayun, artists.
I think hindi mawawala talaga sa SB19 yung pagiging generous nila when it comes to talent, no? Kasi they've been telling us for so long na paano ba kami makakapag-iwan ng legacy. Kasi they're also aware na SB19 won't be here for so long, after 10 years ba?
Yes, they will.
15 years ba? Nasa na ba tayo, no?
Yes, you will.
And the only way for you guys to leave your mark talaga
Is to be here forever.
To have to pass on your your legacy, no, your knowledge, no. So ayun, yes, I think it's really about giving back din naman talaga.
Hindi po, talagang dapat share your blessings talaga. Yan para naman yung goal namin eh, kasi we want talaga na mag-improve yung industry pagdating sa overall output and something na talagang pwede natin ibang laban sa buong mundo, ipakita sa buong mundo.
Yes.
To the point na ma-recognize nila there is Filipino pop or there is hip-hop, there is OPM na magkilala sa buong mundo.
Yeah.
Well, galingan. Well, galingan. Huwag kayo ma-pressure na. Again, be yourself and don't be afraid. Huwag kayo matatakot kasi this is an opportunity na you won't want to miss naman. Be yourself. If you think you're not enough, that's fine. Kasi we're here naman to help you, to guide you. Ayun, just be yourself.
Yes. Ako naman, pag-isipan niyo mabuti.
Yeah, kasi hindi siya
Sure,
mahirap.
yeah.
Pag-isipan mabuti. Kasi this is a very long journey. Hindi naman pwede na parang pangit din naman na kapag nasa loob na kayo sa pagsusuko. So, make sure na very strong yung mind nyo, steadfast kayo sa goal nyo, talagang gagawin nyo lahat para makamit kung ano man yung gusto nyong ginugol.
Yeah.
And nandito lang naman kami 1Z para tulungan kayo, support kayo, and try our best also to bring you to wherever you want to go.
I love the relationship that the two of them have. I have to say, a very, very well put in place CEO and COO, because the way that they balance each other out, there's somebody there that has got extensive behind the scenes knowledge and experience, been there with the boys all along the way, also has a connection with them, happens to be an elder brother, but also we've got somebody that is through and through a performer, and so that balance, right? And sometimes they switch and they see it from the other person's perspective, and I just love it. They've got all bases covered. I'm really interested. I wonder, do we know what positions the other boys have within the company, like what their official titles are? Because I would love to hear from the others as well what they think about this whole process. Obviously, the most important right here are the two that are here on the screen, which is why they've gone out with their vision and they've spoken to us really clearly. But I would love to hear from the other boys too as to what they are wanting to get from this girl group and what their thoughts are as well. Like, I'm thinking Josh. I want to hear, because Josh is good at recruiting. Like, I want to hear his thoughts on it. And each and every one of them, to be honest. And I'm just thinking, like, do they all think in the same sort of area? I bet that they do. But I would definitely love to hear from the others too. This is the most excited I have been since I discovered SB19. I'll be really honest with you. Like this, I feel like they are going to be our babies. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. I'm so excited. Please do talk to me about everything that they spoke about in this video. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And have any of you gone ahead and put in your interest, your audition for this? If you have, can you make it, please? That would be so exciting. Praying and wishing that this all goes smoothly and they get the creme de la creme of talents, and I look forward to supporting all of this. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope that you had fun, and until I see you next time, take care, stay safe, bye.